The mad lad that we made the last OCG ban list off of his list, I was like, check out this rumor, and then it ended up being right. The same lad has posted what appears to be, well, the next possible OCG ban list. So expect me to go, I was right in 2 to 3 days. So we got to look at this list and look at implications for the TCG list for October. Let me tell you, this one's going to be quite interesting. So let's dig on into, finally, the October OCG ban list prediction-wise. Alright, freshly banned on the list is Equips, Wyvern, and Soul Charge. Now here's the biggest thing about these two cards. These are basically following suit with the TCG. Equips Wyvern was ridiculous for the general recursion that you were able to get. Consistency with Lavineer was crazy. And you guys just know how ridiculous Soul Charge be for a card, right? Both of these cards in their own right as extenders has been unfair to the game. So to see both of these exiting the OCG, I can only say finally, because quite honestly, these two have overstayed their welcome a little bit too long. More so Soul Charge than Wyvern or Eclipse Wyvern. But alas, I am okay with this. Now, the last card banned is Agrapain. Finally! This needed to have been addressed quite a long time ago. I am so frustrated with this. Now, I've already heard the argument for it should have been LP that ends up getting hit instead of Agrapain. I get it, alright? Being able to extend out of the deck and start combos is pretty ridiculous, but a card that allows you to set up a free negate, by the way, or any sort of monster that you want from the X deck, Vortex Dragon, Mr. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, Crystal Wing. This card bypasses generic summoning conditions, and it has been massively unfair since its conception. I actually am looking forward to the TCG following suit with this, because everything, honestly, the OCG was just abusing the Guard Dragon perspective. It's been pretty crazy, honestly, out there. Now, those are our to 0 hits. Now, to 1, we have Wyvern Dragon, or White Dragon Wyvern Buster. We did not hit Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. We're just killing the White Dragon. Weird. I don't understand why we're going down this path, but okay. Sure. Daddy's okay with this, I guess. We're also finally moving Dragonic Diagram to 1. The OCG has not wanted to deal with Dragonic Diagram shenanigans for a while. It's almost like that whole format. The TCG was very passive in our hits on True Draco. I think the OCG now has multiple copies of Dynamite, but the OCG just did not want to see True King shenanigans at all in their format. So that was a pretty good cleanup hit, at least in my opinion. We've also got Zodiac Barrage going from 0 to 1. I'm going to be straight honest with you guys. I don't even know what. I think this is just in the same category as Dragonic Diagram. Like, why? I get that Zoo was played much after its lifespan and we don't want to deal with it, but like, Zodiac Barrage has been at 3 in the TCG for the longest time, and it's just done nothing. So another very passive hit, in my opinion, or at least freeing up the slot. Now we have Saryuja going to 1. You guys have no idea. Saryuja should have been hit in the TCG months ago. And one of the big things right now is the OCG is finally getting danger cards at maximum. And you know what that means? Saryuja is going to be ridiculous. They're definitely taking notes from the TCG here, hitting Agrapain and Saryuja effectively, and it's looking really good. And then last but not least, we have Mystic Mind going to 1. Yeah, we should have saw this one coming about 100 years ago. There's just something about this card. I don't know why we've allowed Mystic Mind to not be hit. I guess it was we decided to leave it out for another list and see what it would do. Now Mystic Mine is now 100% sackier. I actually, between like all these hits, I do see the Agrapain and the Saryuja and the Mystic Mine probably following. So Mystic Mine is our last hit to 1. To 2, we have Lady Debug. Okay, we just literally checked Salad, a ban list ago, and we're now revisiting our decision here. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I guess we need to boost those Cyberse decks. I guess that's my only real reasoning for this one, is Cyberse needs a little bit more love. So, okay, I'll take that, I guess. Also to 2, we have Reasoning, and this is scary, but you also have to remember in the OCG, they have multiple grasses. They have multiple, I think they only have 1 grass. They still have Fairy Tale Snow, I think they have Fairy Tale Snow at some acceptable number, but okay. We also are putting Draco Net to 2. And this one's kind of interesting to me because Draco Net plus Monster is like full combo Justicar. And it's interesting that we're checking this instead of the real problem, which I think is Justicar. So this seems kind of interesting as a preemptive hit almost. Like, you don't want Justicar doing Justicar things because she's broken. But I don't know, this just kind of seems like a little slap on the wrist for Draconet. Like, I don't know. Now, interesting things. We're moving Ortho Scorpio to 2. Now, I swear, somewhere along the way, that any number more than 1 Ortho Scorpio is kind of broken. Being able to search for any spell card that lists fusion, by the way, instant fusion, brilliant fusion, being able to combo off with Darling Scorpio for those is pretty ridiculous. So seeing that moved is pretty interesting. The OCG's also decided to be really nice, and we're moving Shadow Mist to 2. Now, Shadow Mist has been at 1 in the OCG for the longest time. The OCG's had this, the TCG just has had this. We've got, Stratos running around at higher numbers. I think that this is just kind of one of those passive hits that we're just like, okay, let's welcome this back. I'm willing to see where this goes type of thing. So moving Shadow Mist back to a higher number, I think is pretty okay. Now, shenanigans. We're giving Spiral 2 last resorts on this list, ladies and gentlemen. They're short a quick fix and I believe 1 other card, and they are at 100% Spiral. Alright, Drone moving to 3. What was the last list? Or something like that. Like, we have 2 quick fix now. That is screaming insanity to me. So, I'm willing to see where that goes, if that's the case. Like, I don't think the TCG is going to fall out. And then we're also putting Slumber to 2. Once again, a little slap on the wrist here. Like, I don't see why this is important. But, okay. So those are moving to 2. Moving to 3 on this list. The OCG is finally taking a page out of the TCG book, and we're moving Limiter Removal to 3. Limiter Removal's done nothing in the TCG except to laugh in Hayate. And even so, like, that was to the extent in which that actually went. And then we also have ABC Dragon Buster moving off of the list finally. If you're an OCG player, good on you. You finally get to experience ABC, and I'm happy for you. I really am. You get to play a very old fun deck. Like, this kind of sounded like a very, very weak hit, like, in the first place, but they were generically, the OCG abused ABC. Like, they comboed so hard with this. We're also moving Solemn Strike. I believe at the end of this list, we will have 3 Warning, we'll have 3 Strike, and we will have 3 Solemn Judgment in 1 format in the OCG. Ladies and gentlemen, talk about full... I never thought there'd be a time in the game's history that I would see all of the Solemns be at 3. But we've done it, and that is awesome. We're also putting TG Hyper Librarian to 3. This is just another passive list. TCG's had this for the longest time. And we had 1 little degenerate incident with it, but it wasn't anything too crazy. So that's fine. Now, we were also putting Cyberstein to 3. This screams combo abuse. So in a format where you sort out your hand traps and you kind of adjust for more combo, what if I do Cyber Stein at the end of my combo and bring out Last Warrior from Another Planet and just shut you off? Huh. That was a point that was brought to my attention about this list. So I'm kind of curious to see where that's going. And then last but not least, Necross cycle to 3. I don't even know why the OCG had this limited, but, you know, they love their Necross over there. So final thoughts on this list. Buy Agrapain, buy Saryuja, like, get out. I'm so sick of these cards. I'm so frustrated with them. You can just pull one on the OCG here, and we can take that. And I can see Mystic Mind going to 1 as well. Aside of that, there's nothing too shocking on this list. Maybe Solemns to other numbers. We'll have to wait and see on that. So, I see things that the TCG is probably going to adapt. But what do you guys think? Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And, well, I'll catch you guys on the flip side when I'm right on this list. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.